Hi there Pokefans, I am your humblest Charizard fan and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. Today we enter Motostoke City. So there is a lot of great cinematics that they are showing us over here. I think in the next game, which I don't have, they actually went backwards in their graphics. Well, they also had a lot of glitches according to many of the videos I've seen on the topic. Ah, there's the sexy lady. Sonia calls me over. Does she know that I'm at least 5 years younger than she is? And I'm saying at least. Okay, so this is the Pokemon Center. This will probably be the last time you see the inside of this Pokemon Center, unless I'm doing something important for the playthrough in this Pokemon Center, like getting new moves or buying TMs or stuff like that. Okay, so there's a league card. Okay, I understand now. I was wondering how was her handbag sitting the way it was, but it is underneath her jacket. It makes accessing it really difficult. Okay, so let's heal up some Pokemon. If I can actually stand in front of Nurse Joy over here. This is a cool graphic over here as well. Okay, let's see what is for sale at the Pokemart over here. Here are some potions and normal potions. Oh, I can already buy a revive. And I have a lot of money. Okay, I can buy 166 Pokeballs with the amount of money I have. I don't think I'm going to buy that many. Okay, so I just went back in the opposite direction to get down to single digits again. I think about 6 should be enough. Even if I use all 6 on a specific Pokemon I'm trying to catch, I still have about 10 that I was given earlier. If you look down at the bottom right hand corner, you'll see the amount of each item I have in my bag. So you may as well go back a few frames and see how much of the Pokeballs I have in my bag. Okay, do you sell the same as the other guy? Or is this the same as in every other mod up to this point? Yes it is, you sell different items, including a heal ball. So I have a net ball and nest ball here as well, and some X items. Do I want to buy a net ball? No, I don't want to. Okay, what do you do? So this is a new location over here. So this is the name rater, the move reminder, and the move deleter all in one. So my Bulbasaur hasn't lived long enough to actually have forgotten some moves, so I will not be having use of that service just yet. Okay, what is Sonia still doing there? Okay, so this is my card. I just wanted to check out that league card option that she activated, but now let's go on with some more story stuff. Okay, so I'm going a bit slow at the moment because I probably need to read what she is saying in order to answer her questions correctly. Okay, over on this part, this is story stuff, so I'm physically letting go of the controller at the moment, which means that little walk I did over there was not me doing it, it was the game doing it. There's an Onyx over there. I like the size of that onyx in comparison to the trainer, which is presumably standing next to it. She's always twirling her hair. One of these days she's gonna have a bald spot right there if she keeps twisting that hair like that. Granted, she's not actually twisting it, she's just twirling her fingers through it. But it does have the effect of twisting the hair, and when you twist the hair enough, it pulls out. Okay, what does this guy have? Okay, nothing. I didn't actually engage him in conversation. Now all of these shops over here are just fronts. I can't actually access any of them, or very many of them, should I say. Can I access this shop? Now there's an item over there. What did I find? A paralyzio, 2 of them. Okay, now to try and access this shop again. No, this is just a front. Can I access this shop? No, this is also just the front. Okay, granted there isn't actually a door over there, I just thought there was. Okay, it gives me a high-tech earbuds. Okay, I assume that is for music. Yeah, I think that is what he said. That the description went by quite quickly, so I didn't actually catch what he was saying, but the gist of it, I was just spot reading a word here and there, and it seems like the earbuds are for music. You can choose specific music you want to listen to. I think that is what it's all about. Leave a comment in the comment section below if I'm completely wrong, and correct me, so I might know for the future. Ah, Leon is arriving. Now, did Leon arrive because I was about to climb onto this lift over here, or why did Leon arrive just now? I don't actually know what the trigger was. I can't remember what I was doing to make him come up over here. But he gives me a miracle seed, which is an awesome item to use for Barbazor. It increases grass type attacks. I don't know by how much, maybe about 10% extra damage. Like always, I'm saving over here because at this time I was playing this game, it tended to glitch out every 10 minutes or so. So you'll find a lot of my videos are patched together because the game glitched out. And I try to match them up as much as possible, going back to the save screen, even though I went on further in the next part. I go to the save screen, that's why I keep the save screen in the game itself, and then I play on from there. Okay, so this is some sort of thing about the gym. That's going to be our rival for a little while. Now, I'd love to be dressed like him, just not in pink, but I'd like to have a outfit similar to what he is wearing to indicate what type I am specializing in. I can buy a outfit over here, I think. So he just checks out our endorsements. For some reason we need endorsements in order to enter the Pokemon Gym Challenge. So it's not just open for anybody, which is kind of bad. So what they are actually teaching us over here is that it is about who you know, not about what you can accomplish. Okay, so I can only do 3 digits. I won't actually explain what those digits were all about, but those are the digits I've chosen for myself. Now why on earth did I put that mouse over there? It is interfering with the gameplay over here, changing the focus to what it shouldn't be. I wonder if Blender can actually remove that. I have seen a video or two about it, but it's very complicated. And obviously while I'm playing the game I don't actually notice that the mouse is right over there. But now that I'm looking at the post-production I can clearly see the mouse. Okay, so he had something to say, which means I probably have to follow him to some sort of hotel. As you see, it has become quite dark on the game, but that is not because I've been playing for several hours. That is just part of the story. It is supposed to be dark because I have to go to the hotel and sleep there until the morning. I think okay, let's just check out the hotel first. There's Sonia again. Why is Sonia everywhere I come to? As always, feel free to pause the video if you want to read any of the dialogue. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like and sharing it with your friends. Or even sharing it with your enemies. If it's a bad video, then sharing it with your enemies will make them quite upset. Okay, so this is still story stuff. I wonder if this game is going to be as handholdy as the X and Y games are. It's a pity there wasn't a Z game. If there was a Z game, that would have been an awesome game to use for my ground playthrough. As it is, I use a different game for my ground playthrough and you will probably be able to predict which one it is. I do apologize for the bloody mouse that is in the middle of the screen. Well, luckily it's not actually in the middle, but it's prominent enough that it's distracting. Luckily at some point I do notice it and take it away, but not for this episode. Maybe not for the next episode either. Okay, so that was an option of having to fight Team Yell or not. I think it's Team Yell. Yes, it's Team Yell. Clearly, Game Freak was running out of ideas when they came up with this name. Although a punk team, I think Team Yell is probably a decent theme to use, especially considering what else happens later on in this game. Let's try Leech Seed just to keep my health up as much as possible. It goes for a tackle. How much damage does tackle do? Critical hit, and it doesn't do all that much. How much do I heal from that? Even less. So it does keep me healthy, but not by much. So that took out Zigzagoon in a single attack. Maybe I should have just done that all together first and not taken any damage at all whatsoever. seeing as a magical leaf can't miss. Well, I've had some occasion where it did miss, but that is because the game neglected the rules of the game, if you understand what I mean. The only way magical leaf can miss is if you switch out, but then it must hit the next Pokemon coming in my opinion. Although if you go strictly by the rules, magical leaf should hit your Pokemon even if you switch out, because it's magic. Okay, that went very badly for Nickit over there. Now, as far as foxes are concerned, that is probably one of the weakest foxes that you can have. I'm considering doing a dog playthrough using only foxes, and Nickit seems to be a good choice, but then I only have 3 foxes that I can use. One of them is Ninetales, of course, and the other is the fire type in X and Y. I think it's in X and Y. Yes. Okay, so this is a double battle. Is Hop actually going to be worth having as a teammate, or is he going to just mess around? Let's go for Magical Leaf. Let's take out Nickit first. There you go for Quick Attack. I should have gone for Zigzagoon first, because now Zigzagoon still gets to attack. If I went for Zigzagoon first, then Nickit would have attacked, and I would have been able to take out Zigzagoon before he actually attacked. Hop actually goes for a useful attack over there. Okay, I've learned from my mistake, and besides, Zigzagoon is the only Pokemon that is left, so just take him out quickly. This went quite well. Hopefully they now leave and we can book into our room and spend the night and go back to the Pokemon League tomorrow. Or to the stadium, not the league, the stadium. Ah, here's a new girl. I think it's Marnie. She is quite somber. Pretty but somber. And that little freak next to her is quite difficult to use in battle because it switches type every turn. Granted, it only switches between 2 types, or it. But you'll have to have your timing just right to choose the correct move to use to match with its type, if that is what you're trying to accomplish. Okay, so there we book in quickly. We don't actually go up to our room, which is a missed opportunity because I would have liked to explore the room a bit. As it is, they just have a fade out screen and we come back to this screen over here. Now that saved them on some graphics and so on, but it is quite disappointing that we don't get to explore our room and physically get into our beds ourselves. Okay, let's have a conversation with Marnie over here. She doesn't have much to say. Ah, so he's come to collect me, as if I am unable to walk to the place myself. Ah, he just brings me here directly. It does save some time, because if I had to walk that by myself, it would have probably taken me about 10 or 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds instead of just the 2 seconds it took to teleport there. Okay, so what do you want? Okay, I have to wear the gym challenge uniform. I don't get to use my own uniform, I have to use specifically the gym challenge uniform. I suppose I can actually justify that in terms of the fact that I don't, even though I'm specializing in a type, I haven't actually proven myself just yet. So I have to wear the standard uniform for every trainer. Okay, so that is the CEO of some company and his lady, his secretary, I think. Okay, so now he's going to have a nice speech over here. I'll have to listen to it at some point to hear if it's only reading that you have to do, or if it's actual words being spoken. If it's actual words being spoken, then that's cool. If it's not, that is kind of useless. He has quite a grandiose thing going on. And now I think the gym leaders are coming out, judging by the word gym leader that was on the screen over there. And here comes all the gym leaders. Now Nessa up front there, or to the side here, is quite pretty. She has quite a good body, but he is very clown-like, or not clown-like, very cartoon-like. She has quite a nice body. This guy is going to be trouble. In this game, she is one of the game exclusive members, and she is always there. He is probably also always there. No, he's not. He's also one of the exclusive members of the game. So now we have been introduced to every gym leader in this region. Not necessarily in order, but that's who we are going to have to fight and defeat to get through to the final battle, which is the gym challenge, where we are going to have to fight Leon. Okay, so now that spectacle is over. Didn't actually have time to participate in anything, it was just a show. So me and Hob couldn't actually have a conversation with each other while that was going on, like you would in real life. But I suppose they couldn't give you everything you wanted in a game, or else we would have stayed there forever, and they would have had to do the whole thing, and probably every gym leader would have had to do a little demonstration, and then after they left and all of the crowd left, then we would have been forced to leave as well. Let's just assume that that is actually what happened. Now Leon is talking to us again about whatever, and then we can go on. Why is Hop so excitable? I wonder if I can actually buy a uniform here. So this is what the gym challenge is all about. Feel free to pause and read it if you want. I did read it, but my timing is a bit off, so I couldn't actually read it out loud now for the screen. Okay, so we get stopped by someone over here. Let's talk to this person over here. Is that a girl or a boy? Ah, flying taxis. so I can immediately use fly. Granted, the flying taxi takes forever to actually activate, so I'll be cutting down on a lot of my waiting time over there, because it literally takes 5 minutes to activate on this emulator, and I cut it down to a few seconds for the sake of time. So that's how you use it. And even though she explains how to use it, it takes me a while to figure out how to use anything on this game, because the buttons she indicates is not the same buttons that I have on my controller, which means I have to actually go into my controller and see what buttons are which. As you see, we are being stopped over here by this buzzard, so that we can't actually go onto this route over here. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.